This song goes for half an hour, just for anyone who's wondering. No. Oh, absolutely. He's dropping it right now as we speak. As soon as we just turn the cameras off, whoop, there it is. Done. Up. Yeah. That's it. We'll just put that halfway in the middle. Yeah. We ran out of shells. So I've actually got to buy more shells to continue that wall on, which is why there's still boxes everywhere, and it's a bit of chaos here. Because yeah, some of the EU collection's out. I don't even think it's necessarily all in order yet, but most of it's out. And very squeaky. I should have swapped chairs. Or just WD-40 this chair, I don't know. Oh. No, gotta stay stock still. Hanging out. Just one of the crew members have walked onto set.
One man, and without the Force too.
Well, we helped some. We might be able to hunt down the other Imperials before they get a chance to report in.
No, there's no way to cover up our part in what happened here. Not from a man like Thrawn.
You're probably right. You want me to head back and start the evacuation?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yes, and take Amara with you. Make sure she keeps busy. Somewhere away from the Millennium Falcon and Skywalker's X-Wing.
Right. See you later.
Card? I owe you one.
Are you still going to get the Etherway out of impoundment for me?
I said I would. Where do you want it delivered?
Just leave it on a brigado. Interesting little trick.
It worked.
That it did. Likely saving several of my people's lives. Obviously, we're going to have to pull out of here before the Imperials figure out what happened.
Well, the textures in general seem to look better. I mean, I know we say this every single time, so it's getting to be a bit of broken record, but I do feel like every single time we watch these, there seems to be a marked improvement every single time. Like the fleece lining in this jacket, I don't remember that being quite so good. And like the leather actually looking like leather and... And I don't recall that being in the light, but maybe it was, and it went over my head. But well, it's still that thing though. Is like it's probably more of a mark if you go back to like in episode 20 or 10 or dare I say the very first one. Just the improvements that have happened along the way. I don't feel because DarthAngelus did say something about going back and when the whole thing is one big, Heir to the Empire. Redoing some of the earlier shots or something, didn't you? Or am I imagining? I can't remember. It'd be like one of those YouTube gaming videos that like every time I die, I'll crank down the graphics, just put it in reverse. Yeah. Oh boy.
You wouldn't happen to have any surplus cargo or stripped down military ships, would you?
That's why we're here, remember? But I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. They just start flying backwards. Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone else got a wardrobe upgrade. You may as well give Han something. It's only fair. Yeah. Whichever one.
Do.
Tomato, tomato.
Lando is secure. The droids are looking at.
Yeah. It's like Coruscant and Coruscant. Hey.
Lando is secure. The droids are looking after him. Any problem with the tow cable?
Not so far. We should be alright.
Good. You expecting company?
You never know. Card said there were still some Imperials unaccounted for. Some of them might have figured a last-ditch attack was better than reporting back to the Grand Admiral.
Grand Admiral?
Yeah, that's who seems to be running the show for the Empire.
I thought we'd gotten rid of all the Grand Admirals.
Me too. We must have missed one.
Bop, bop.
Card wouldn't give me his name. Maybe we can bargain for the use of that Star Cruiser he wants. You okay?
I'm fine. It was the
That looked
Force
fine.
coming back to me. I didn't get a chance to say this earlier, but thanks for coming after me.
Yeah.
Is there any aloe vera on board? Mm. And just be completely unable to recognize people with a little face mask on. Like when Joker pulls a mask, like, "Ugh!" Just this nurse in clown makeup just talking to him. Oh dear.
And I didn't get to say it earlier, but you look like something the Prum dragged in.
Mara assures me it'll wear off in a few hours.
Yeah, Mara. You and she seem to be hitting it off rather well there.
Don't count on it.
It's a bit of
Where are we
foreshadowing.
going? Coruscant?
A little side trip first. I want to swing by Sluistan. See if we can get Lando and your X-Wing fixed up. Something's about to happen on Coruscant. So enjoy. This will probably be the last peace and quiet you'll get for a while.
Thank you, Captain Foreshadow. Well, it is getting caught in the backdrop. It's just crispy outside paint job. Yeah. Well, you just fry off the tow cable itself. Just. Ooh. As soon as he jumps to hyperspace, it's like. Bang! It just snaps. Yeah. Just bugs out. Oh dear. Twang! You know, chimera with an actual chimera on the hull.
Status, Captain.
All secure on
The
lights.
whole band just off to the
Latest
side.
shield has been checked out. TIE fighters stand ready.
Excellent. What word from Merca?
A routine report. Time log 14 hours and 10 minutes ago.
14 hours. I left orders for them to report every 12.
Perhaps they're having trouble with their transmitter.
No. They've been taken. Skywalker was indeed there.
He couldn't have taken them all out. Not with all those Isla Emiri blocking his Jedi powers.
Bop, bop.
agree. Obviously, he had help.
Yeah, maybe. He's just that good. Yeah, just that good.
Card.
So much for his protestations of neutrality.
Perhaps we should send someone to investigate. We could probably spare a strike cruiser.
No, this Luis Van operation is our primary concern at the moment. Card and his betrayal we'll keep for later. Signal the freighter. Order them to proceed. is my
I'm still not
flagship
100%
The
sold
Chimera is fully at your command.
on Thrawn's hair style, like the cut, by the way, but the way it's modelled and the light is fantastic, though. Someone clearly put a lot of work into it. Like, so like it's not necessarily the hair cut style that I'd imagine him having, but as an actual 3D model asset, it's just really. Mm. But visually, it looks quite realistic. Like again, something else done. Which is not to take away from the fact that we're just getting a really good canonical telling of the whole tale from beginning to end. Yeah. I feel it is. Either it's different or it's just more defined and the lighting's hitting it in such a way that like the cheeks are more pronounced or whatever, like the cheekbones, but yeah.
Betrayal will keep for later.
Ooh. Probably. Yeah, let us know.
Signal the freighter.
Would Thrawn get his
Order
eyebrows
to
plucked?
proceed. Is my flagship ready, Captain?
The Chimera is fully at your command, Admiral.
Good. We will follow in exactly 6 hours and 20 minutes. Remind all ships that our task is to engage in system defenses only.
You've got to be specific in this galaxy.
Unnecessary risks taken. We are here to gain
Mm.
ships, not lose them.
Yes, sir.
And Captain,
Yes, Admiral.
remind them too that our final victory over the rebellion begins here.
The models are great. No one can hear you. No one knows what's going on.
You do that.
Wop wop.
Wait, it wasn't working. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Apparently. Yes, I'm metering. I started recording
Allegedly.
again.
Allegedly.
Oh my goodness. Oh well.
It was just doing power saving. It was just,
Windows changing the defaults. My goodness. Just stay on the microphone that works. Not some random other thing that goes, oh no, now it's not a microphone at all.
Absolutely awful.
Anyway. Quick recap then, I guess. Graphics updates.
Well, that's basically it. Like, yeah. It's...
Hans
From a
looking,
story...
Hans looking
Well-
snazzy in the better vest.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And we're both not really sold on Thrawn's haircut.
No. But from a storytelling point of view, it continues to kick it out of the park. Like, it's really, really good. And I know I've said this a few times, that obviously he's just distilled and boiled the story down to its core elements. Otherwise, you'd have something that goes for, like, 12 hours. But it's done an incredible job
Yes.
of making sure that all the main plot points are hit. So,
Yeah.
no. Really,
in more
really,
detail,
really good job.
what I was saying, as I feel like he would be someone that's like not a hair out of place type of attention to detail person that reflects his character, where it's like, that's a bit different. I think as well, like the comic adaptation and that show how he's got sleek back hair.
Yep. Well, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Just to recap what I actually said, because my microphone decided not to work for the recording.
It's alright, you can always do a voiceover later.
That's basically what I did. Except for it's a recap version.
Absolute chaos. Absolute chaos
The
over here,
funny
everyone.
thing is, like, if I have the screen there, they'll see the Discord window light up and I'm just talking and not saying anything.
No.
Oh, this video is going to be memed, 100%.
Oh yeah. It's already a meme and it hasn't even hit the public.
Oh yeah. Don't let your memes be dreams.
Ooh. So good
then.
though.
This chapter must have come out around after James L. Jones passed away.
Well, it'd be a bit awkward if it was before. So yeah, it was
I mean, I could dedicate this video to the memory of Jeff.
You could.
And then you're in the video and you're live, so.
Yeah. And then it was just like, oh.
So yeah, chapter 31, okay. Now, wait, since he said this, I'm expecting a Vader cameo somewhere.
Oh. I mean, you're on your own because I'm not. He just goes to all the trouble of actually modelling a full-on James Earl Jones just to be an extra in the background somewhere.
Yes.
Just to walk past.
That would be amazing. Oh, gooping. In the Source Van attack is like running with the ice cream machine. Like in the original trilogy.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, the distinct colouring. Let's go.
You X-Wing hotshots. You really got it made, you know that?
Yeah, well, we're stuck out here too.
Yeah, a big sacrifice. You lounge around my ship like overpriced trampers, then flit around for 2 hours while I dodge bulk freighters to get this thing docked. Then you lot go back to lounging again. Doesn't exactly qualify as earning your pay.
What a whingy whinge.
The face scrunching up. That was so good. It's like, I can't say anything.
That incoming freighter. Something about it doesn't feel right.
Trouble?
Use a
Don't
force
see
wedge.
anything.
Yeah.
Me either. There's just something.
Use the plot armor.
Spread out formation. Let's take a nice casual look.
Casually, just everyone turns towards it. Yeah, that's a casual look. That's a casual...
Scan shows no cargo. Completely empty.
When was the last time you saw a totally empty freighter?
Allow me. I've got to tap into the Sluis records.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the Falcon was completely empty when Luke and Obi-Wan boarded.
Oh, you never know. Might have been smuggling a few bobblehead dolls or something in the cargo hold.
Open the storage compartment. They have to take out all the Funkos in the smuggling compartments.
Chewie, move all the Funkos. We're gonna have company.
Let's see. Freighter Nartisto, out of Nelak Cram, says they were jumped by pirates and had to dump their cargo. Sluis Control basically told them to get in line.
Everyone stay sharp.
You still think there's trouble?
There's always trouble.
Yes. That looks like a bit of trouble.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Incoming!
I don't know about the Empire's way of putting TIE interceptors right behind the normal TIE fighters. Like, the interceptors are faster, wouldn't you put the interceptors in front?
But you put the regular TIEs closer to the exploding panels.
Yeah, I guess so. So if they explode, the chain reaction will only destroy everything anyway, but... It's more likely the TIE will get destroyed than the interceptor. They cost less.
Yeah.
And we get a mole miner pods.
Pull up! Reform and lock S-foils in attack position.
And at this point, I don't care if I spoil the story early. You just should have read the book if you're watching this anyway.
Someone gets to chapter 31 with us and like, there's books?
Star Destroyers in Sector 4.
Launch all fighters and alert the shipyard.
So, for anyone that doesn't know, Chapter 31, the animation's almost done, guys. This is all based on one book.
Just in case anyone was wondering.
Yes. You should read it. It's Heir to the Empire, written by Timothy Zahn.
Cal even has a really good song about reading the book.
I do.
Yeah.
Let me see.
No! Some things can be edited in later. Oh no.
I played a small excerpt.
It's coming, isn't it? Excellent.
I didn't have to swap over to it in Discord, but I played it a little bit, so the recording got it.
Solid.
That's neat as well. Like, if you want a specific audio, then you're not getting distracted by everything else.
Yeah.
And then again, that's part of the chaotic nature of things.
The battle for Sluis Van has begun.
The Sluis Van has.
What's going on?
Van
We
the
just walked
Sluis
into
has.
an Imperial attack. At least we know why they hit Bafash and the others. Wanted to pull enough ships here to make an attack worth their while.
Emergency! Imperial TIE fighters in the docking area. All ships to battle stations.
Pop, pop.
Bench, that you?
We got trouble. At least 40 TIE fighters and 50 cone-shaped things I've never seen before. I hope you brought a couple of
I wonder
wings
how
or
we'll do
fighters
the
with you.
space troopers.
Right,
That'll
it's
be
just
neat.
Han and me and the Falcon. We're on our way.
Make it fast.
Is there any way to get me to my X-Wing?
Not fast enough.
Oh, Luke, just
I'll make
jump
sure
out the
Lando
back and
George
go
is
along the
strapped in, then get up
tow
the gunwale.
cable.
Yeah. Just hold your breath.
Yeah. You got that Jedi trance thing, so you don't have to breathe. Hey, the ship ride is neat.
Very. Yeah.
Also, I'm imagining like the goal and defense stations and that will be based off of Empire at War as well. Because they look like the Empire at War style models there.
That makes sense. Makes sense to use as assets since they already are around.
Yeah.
All ships report engaged, sir. Admiral.
That was them, Captain. That ship straight ahead. That was the Millennium Falcon. And it was towing an X-Wing starfighter behind it.
Yes, sir.
He's got a good eye.
Reports a successful breakout.
Or he's just making an educated guess because it's like, how many Whiting 1300s do we see running around?
In theory, it's supposed to be a lot of them.
In theory, but in practice, they scrounged up one, and in the same story, they go, where did they manage to find that?
Yeah.
They're encountering some resistance from escort vehicles.
This is also a longer chapter. The last one was like 5 minutes. This is 14 minutes.
Mm.
And a squadron of X-Wings. But the general response so far has been weak and diffuse.
That will change. Remind him not to push his envelope too far, and that the mole miner should concentrate on the calamari star.
Mole.
And inform him that the Millennium Falcon is on its way in.
Yes, sir. You don't think Skywalker?
We'll know soon. And if so, Talon Card will have a great deal to answer for.
He feels so separated from the battle here, and yet in the actual other part, they seem really close in on the battle.
Yeah. No, they just jumped out to have a quiet conversation. I'll be back in
They're
soon.
like, oh, Chimera, hang back a little bit. I gotta talk to Paleon.
Gotta have a quick dialogue. One moment.
It could be something. I was thinking about the lighting motivation for like light coming from the outside of the transparent steel viewport, from the side of his face, and like, they could have had like if they were close in on the battle, that light would have been sort of flashing with the explosions and stuff.
But instead, we just get the sun.
Yeah, the power of the sun on the
Watch
side
it,
of
Rogue
his
9.
head.
We've picked up a tail.
I noticed. Pincer?
On my mark. Now!
Just need to get more actual specific Rogue Squadron member cameos in here. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a very well done
Nice
sequence.
shooting.
Though.
Yeah. It's all been leading up to the Source Van attack.
Yeah. So this
I
had
wanna
to be
check
good.
this out.
Yeah. And like he's probably learnt through the other chapters and all that how to make the action more fluid and everything.
I need a fast scan. Where are the
Well-
rest of those cone things?
I don't see more than about 15 of them. Nearest is 10 clicks bearing 118 Mark IV.
15? Out of 50? Let's go take a look.
Hey, Whistler.
Take the two on the right, I'll take the others.
Copy.
No, they've done very well with this.
Is that TIE fighter? Is that can't say Drifter? Can't say.
All clear, Wedge. You
So
damaged?
good.
I'm fine, Luke. Thanks.
I can
Look
see
over by
meme
that
edits of
frigate.
that. That'd be
It's
fun.
one of Lando's mole miners, all right.
I see it. What's it doing out here?
I saw one stuck on the Star Cruiser back there. Looks like this one's trying to do the same thing. I don't know why.
Whatever it's doing, let's...
Mining
Right.
Minecraft in space.
What was that?
It was a plasma jet. Right on top of the bridge emergency escape hatch. That's what they wanted the mole miners for. To burn through the hulls.
It's
They're
not
not
where
here
you'd
to
want a
wreck
mole
the
miner
fleet.
to be.
They're here to steal it.
I did expect. Oh, there's the space troopers. But I did expect the mole miner to look like it had like it slams into it and then latches on and then does it. But I guess it might have been harder to animate to look like it had an actual impact. Space troopers, let's go!
Space troopers.
That's a green guy.
I like that we've even got the wacky helmets and all. Like, it's actually pretty well
Secure the
done.
bridge and alert the Chimera.
Yeah, it's
Another
great.
ship is under our control.
You gotta stop.
I mean, they feel pretty
Huh. Sure. How?
accurate.
Lando said the mole miners
Yeah.
were too.
I guess they look a little bit more bulky in art and video games and
Yeah.
stuff, but that could be an animation thing that was difficult to make them that bulky and look good in the animation.
Probably, yeah. Could easily be that.
ships. The Imperials can't possibly have packed more than 4 or 5 stormtroopers in each of them.
The way those warships are manned at the moment, 4 stormtroopers would be plenty.
Yeah, but I could take them.
On
Luke just like, yeah, I can take him. I'll go on every single ship and just fight 4 stormtroopers each.
Won't take him long.
50 ships?
Then we'd have to disable them. Knock out their engines or something. If they get out of the perimeter, we'll never see them again.
Oh, we'll see them again. Pointed straight back at us. You're right. Disabling as many as we can is our best shot. We're never gonna stop all 50, though.
We don't have 50 to stop yet. There are still 12 mole miners that haven't attached themselves to ships.
Good. Let's take them out first. Luke, get on the comm and tell Sluice Control what's happening.
Rogues, target those remaining mole miners before they can attach themselves to any more of our ships.
I didn't think about that before in the story, but yeah, the person that's on the turret shooting at enemies, talk to the control
Yeah.
authorities instead of focusing on shooting down enemy ships.
It's like, actually let them know what's happening.
Copy that, rogue leader.
So good.
There he is.
It's a space
Ta-da.
trooper.
I mean, I guess they're in theory bulky enough.
Yeah, they look bulkier than a normal stormtrooper a little bit.
But not as bulky as we expect space troopers to look.
Yeah.
It's like a little fine line in between.
Yeah.
Enjoy your view of the battle, Hotshot. TIE Squadron 4. Keep after that B-Wing group.
Ooh. That flame effect was new.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty good when you freeze frame it. I was just thrown off how it looked in animation. Yeah. The flames are always pointing in the same direction rather than spinning with the ship, it looks like. Anyway, maybe I'm nitpicking it. It seems slightly off when I first watched it.
I'm hit!
It's good.
Any specific orders, Admiral?
Splat.
No. The battle seems to be progressing as planned. What word from Cloak Leader?
The TIE fighters are still engaging various escorts. 43 of the mole miners are successfully attached to target ships. 39 are secure and making for the perimeter. 4 are still encountering internal resistance, although they anticipate a quick victory.
And the other 8?
They've been destroyed.
Have Cloak Leader to begin pulling back to the perimeter. The first of our new ships will be arriving shortly.
That smile!
As soon as they're all with us, the task force will be withdrawing.
I need to get a screenshot of that smile.
Just for the meme worthiness again?
Yes.
Just Thrawn versus Kit Fisto.
Why is it so bright when I tried to screen snip that? That's weird. No, I'm going to show you this. This is weird. I don't know why.
Technology.
Why does it do that with...
Oh, yeah. Oh, bit weird.
Well, it's deep fried now. It's
deep fried crispy Thrawn.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Anyway.
That smile. That damn smile. Oops.
No, it's good to see him happy.
Click on there. I don't know. We were somewhere else. Dagnabbit. Dagnabbit. I randomly clicked on there. We're
You've
definitely
lost
past
it.
that. I've lost the plot.
No, you're not.
No.
No, it's too far. You've literally lost the plot.
I have. There's a space trooper. We'll go from there.
It's a space trooper.
Yes, thank you for telling us, Corin.
Like, how do you know? He's a trooper and he's in space.
Good shot, Rogue 6.
And he's not dead, so it must be a
Enjoy your
space
view of
trooper.
the battle, Hotshot.
It wasn't long after the B-Wing crash.
Yeah.
TIE Squadron.
It's interesting, it looks
Keep after
like
that B-Wing group.
a Krelling Corvette that Thrawn's using in his fleet there.
Was it Thrawn's fleet?
Any specific orders?
Because the B-Wings were attacking it.
Was it already compromised?
It
Don't
could
tell us we have to
be.
go back again. Yeah.
Keep after that B-Wing group.
Back here. Oh yeah, there is a mile miner on it.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that the 2 times we watched it. I didn't know there was a. I didn't notice. I just thought it was part of the ship sticking up from the top there.
Yeah, no, yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah. But it also
Trying to
makes sense. It's
decipher.
like Thrawn's stealing ships, so of course he'd take what ships he could for his fleet.
Yeah, whatever is there.
TIE Squadron 4. Keep after that B-Wing group.
We had to watch that again. I'm here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Any specific orders, Admiral?
No. The battle seems to be progressing as planned.
And that smile.
What word from Cloak Leader?
The TIE fighters are still
The
engaged.
smile that ruined the continuity.
43 of the mole miners
We lost where we were.
attached to target ships.
Yeah, throw us off
39 are
completely.
secure and making for the perimeter. 4 are still encountering internal resistance, although they anticipate a quick victory.
And the other 8?
They've been destroyed.
Have Cloak Leader to begin pulling back to the perimeter. The first of our new ships will be arriving shortly. As
It
soon
looks
as
like
they're
when
all
Terminator
reached,
was trying to
the
smile.
task force will be withdrawn.
But
The rebel forces within the perimeter are of no
Oh, boy.
concern to us, Captain. The captured ships are on their way, and there's nothing the rebels can do to stop them.
Oh, there's some normal stormies.
We knew they were here somewhere.
There's just too much armor.
This isn't getting us anywhere. There's got to be some way to take out a capital ship.
That's what the other capital ships are for.
I
Yeah.
don't think we've got any choice left.
I love
I'm gonna have to go
Snarky
out there and
Wedge.
use my lightsaber on it.
That's crazy, and you know it. Without a proper pressure suit. What we need is a remote manipulator arm. Something that Luke could use. Lando, get up here.
I got him strapped.
Finally, they remember
Go unstrap him
Lando.
and get him up here.
What is it?
Lando's been laying back there reading his book like,
The Imperials stole the mole miners. They jammed our communications.
Just,
Why?
what's all the noise?
Calling for help?
just there
From who?
smoking his
They're
pipe,
not jamming us
reading
here.
a book,
I give up. Why?
drinking
Because
his
the
Colt
mole miners were
45.
running by remote. Remember any of the command codes? Most of them. What do you need? We don't have time for anything fancy. The mole miners are attached near bridges and control circuits. Just start running them all. You're the boss. I just hope you know what you're doing. Yeah, me too.
No one knows what they're doing here.
So is my head canon now that if we go back to the correct frame, yeah, he got a stain on his shirt, and that's why he's holding a serviette by it.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I can't come up to the bridge with a stain on my shirt.
What do people say?
Yeah, me too.
Bop. That little ah! So
Ah, yeah. I'm surprised he didn't use the Wilhelm screen in there.
It's working.
Have all
Throws
the
like
remaining
her.
TIE fighters returned to our ships, Captain?
yes, sir.
Then order the task force to begin its withdrawal.
Withdrawal, sir?
You were expecting perhaps that I'd order an all-out attack? That I would seek to cover our defeat in a frenzy of futile heroics? We haven't been defeated, Captain. Merely slowed down a bit. We have Wayland, and we have the treasures of the Emperor's storehouse. Sluis Van was merely a preliminary to the campaign, not the campaign itself.
It didn't go
We
well.
lost this particular prize, Captain, but that's all we've lost. I will not waste ships and men trying to change that which cannot be changed. There will be many more opportunities to obtain the ships we need, as long as we have Mount Tantus. Our ultimate victory is still assured.
This organ theme's really cool.
Hmm. Made a bit of a mess though.
Quite a mess.
Hmm.
That was a neat ending for that too. I'd be keen to see if he continues on with the story, how that organ thing would build upon itself.
Yeah.
Be neat.
The
Because
whole thing would
it
be
feels
neat.
like it's an original piece of music that's new to it.
Well, I don't recognise it necessarily from like any games or anything, so...
So it's either an original piece of music or something that we're not familiar with.
Yeah. But no. Again, done extraordinarily well. Oh yeah, the comments. Anything exciting in the comments?
Yeah, the comments of the second to last chapter. I'll just make them bigger. The space troopers clearing the bridge was a fantastic scene. Yes, I agree. That was great.
Yes.
Oh, mixing with squadrons, TIE Fighter and X-Wing Alliance. I mean, I don't know.
You know, I mean, if we mean X-Wings and TIE Fighters flying around in space, and I guess...
Yeah. Like, I don't know if there would be a musical thing from that or some detail from that went anywhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely wouldn't know that, so that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, a remarkable achievement, yeah. To be doing this in animation and get to that point where the Source Van battle looks that good is awesome.
Yeah. No,
And he almost could have left it, like, I guess that was the thing he was tossing up. He could have left it with Thrawn jumping to hyperspace as the end of the chapter. But he decided
that one
to
last
float in the
shot.
helmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
To try and have that emotional impact.
No, that was definitely...
It works both ways, but it's like, okay, it depends what kind of tone you're going for there.
It works both ways, but I think the right choice was made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because our main focus is on the New Republic side, so you want to show you, oh yeah, the New Republic losses there. That he wasn't defeated, they still had, that's a setback for the New Republic and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite amazing.
Yeah, Thrawn's monologue at the end is awesome, especially backed by that music.
Yeah, there's a reason he's a Grand Admiral.
Yeah. I'm imagining if they gave Thrawn that organ theme, then if it continues on with Dark Force Rising in The Last Command, that they would start to build a theme for Jaru's Sabaoth. Which could be really cool in that final fight.
Who we also haven't seen now in a long time. Which, again, yeah, it's fine.
The focus
makes
hasn't
sense.
been on him, I guess.
No, but my goodness, it feels like 15 chapters ago or something we last saw him.
Yeah.
Quite a while.
Quite a while, but it's also quite a while between us watching these chapters.
I was going to say that too. That's probably not helping.
I am also, like, there's probably some things I'd note or things that I'd give us feedback for improvement and things, but I'll see what he does when he's got all the chapters out and then he sort of remasters it for the movie, because he might change some things to look a little better, or
Yeah, absolutely.
for some sort of choices like translating it to the more visual medium, trying to see how things visually make sense.
No, absolutely. Because, yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot of... Yeah,
No.
there's too much. There's a lot of improvements that could be made, but this is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
double
fantastic.
edged.
It's a fan film, so it's like, yeah, it would just be feedbacks to work on for future improvement type thing, rather than trying to detract from any of the enjoyment of this, because this is still fantastic.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I guess it's
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
As I was just thinking, is one of the main things that's slightly detracting for me was how it seems like some of the microphones or dialogue audio doesn't seem like mixed quite as good to fit in, like feel diegetic and in the spots where they should be, which is something that, as far as I know, he's doing this all himself, so...
Yeah,
I don't expect him to be like a jack of all trades and know everything about EQ.
Well, it's the other problem that we had a few chapters ago as well, where obviously some of the other voice actors, I mean, they're not all in the same room, and they're not all in professional recording studios, so there's different levels of quality to the recordings as well, so, you know, that can't be helped.
So he's probably done the best he can with it.
And again, still fantastic, like, you know.
Still fantastic, especially for a fan film.
Yeah.
It's animated fully. He does all the animation, and then he also has to think about everything else. It's like
quite a project. It is quite a project.
Why it takes so long for all of it to come out as well, I think. It's just because you
how
want to
many
make
years?
it as best you can. How many years now are you?
Yeah, since the first one dropped.
Playlist. They even released a part 1 fix because he put together the first half, I believe. So, damn, 5 years ago.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, that might be a reason why he goes, I'll do the Heir to the Empire animation and not do the other books directly. But I would be really cool to see maybe, like, after this is complete, some of the scenes adapted. It would be really cool, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do the whole books, but some of the scenes adapted and shown visually.
Well, I'm also wondering now too, and this is obviously as a complete layman, and I'll admit that.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering now that most of the assets are in fact made, because it's takes longer the first time around because you're doing everything from scratch. But going into the second book, now that you've actually modelled most of the locations, most of the characters, most of the ships, most of the sets, would it be a faster process? And well, I'm guessing possibly, but
yeah. At the same time, he keeps. It seems like updating
keeps
the models
upgrading
as
and
he goes. So I don't know how long that takes, and that might be a factor too. Or like, as a creative, it can be a thing of I always want to keep improving.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, how do you do a compromise of like this will take another 5-6 years to do the next book, and then the story's actually not finished in the sequel; it's finished in the third book. So that's like 15 years of doing animation adaptations for the Thrawn trilogy.
I mean, considering the enormous amount of crew that were working on the original films, and they were 3 years apart.
Yeah.
5 years apart for such a small group of collaborators is amazing.
Yeah. And then he's going to work on the remastered full movie and all of that. And I'm going to imagine that's going to be like 6 years by the time that all comes out and it's like the final product, the final version.
So we'll be doing these for a while.
Yep.
Everyone gets to watch as I just get greyer and balder as the series goes.
I start to get more wrinkles, and then maybe by the time we're 80,
maybe
the last
10.
command will be out. The last command will be out.
And that people will also notice that shelf there still hasn't been built.
Yeah.
The last of the EU is still sitting on the floor in boxes waiting for its shelf.
It's like, we were waiting for the Heir to the Empire to celebrate with building the shelf.
Yay! Oh boy. Boy, oh boy.
Oh, it's great.
Definitely.
This has been great. Overall, I love it.
No, me too. That's...
Especially how he's incorporating a bunch of the X-Wing novel stuff and things from the games. So like, I'd say it's from the novels with the unique colouring and all of that, because that's where I know it from.
Yeah, just dropping in a few little hints and nods here and there without being overt about it, because it is still Heir to the Empire, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rogue Squadron got featured a little bit, but not really in detail, and so you can fill in those details from the surrounding expanded universe material, which is part of what I love about the EU.
Just, read the books.
Yeah.
Do that! Do the thing with the reading and the eyes. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? If you want to know more about Rogue Squadron, you can begin Rogue Squadron
just
with the
there
aptly
somewhere.
named book X-Wing Rogue Squadron.
Or if you want to go for a bit of a delve, go the comics first.
Oh, that's the back door.
Don't mind Cal, he's just looking for a book.
I'm trying to put it back.
It could take him a while.
It's down in the corner to the ones that I've read a while ago. Because it started chronologically, but it's down in the corner, so maybe we should just start at like the top of the shelf chronologically. Later.
Yeah, just start there.
Once I have more space.
Sounds like me. Once I put all the extensions on. It'll take a while. Oh, well.
But yeah, the comics are great.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
If you want something that's shorter to read, the comics are good.
Yep, start with Rogue Leader.
That novels can take a while.
Yeah. Or just sit around. I'm sure DarthAngelus will get onto them after he's finished with the entire Heir of the Empire trilogy.
We're 80. The Last Command finishes. And then, finally!
He's
We
working
got
on Rogue
Squadron starting!
We need more people making fan films, that's all I know. Of this quality, by the way.
Yeah. It's tricky, because I don't know animation. And the projects that I've sort of been asked to help with or involved with have not come together very well.
I've had a few of those, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I'd have to do it on my own. And I don't have the motivation for that for a fan film, to be honest.
It's a lot of time to set aside. It really, really is. And it's a huge commitment as well. It's not like me saying to you, hey, I'm working on this film, can you give us half an hour a week for the next couple of months?
Yeah.
Like, as I've already pointed out, this could easily go on for the next 10 years. That's an undertaking.
And if he keeps the same pace with all of the Thrawn trilogy, if we say, okay, by the time he remasters the entire thing as a full movie, that'll be 6 years. So then that's 18 years for the whole trilogy.
That's like, bringing a child to adulthood, that is. That
is. Yeah. Man, by the time The Last Command will come out, Heir to the Empire will be legal.
Yeah, it'll be old enough to vote.
Yeah, old enough to vote, old enough to drink, at least here.
Yeah, at least here. We've got some foreign audience members that are very confused now.
And there's some countries, 16 years is the point where they can start drinking.
Yeah.
So
some countries even less.
Some countries where you can get into a forced marriage at 16.
Yeah. Meanwhile here, we can have goop juice at any age. Because goop juice is... Well, this one's mostly peach and strawberry.
Delicious.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, it'll be cool to see the final one. And whether he just sticks them together or... I believe he has said that he's going to remaster them.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then we'll watch the whole thing.
You.
Maybe we'll do it live.
We're doing it live! We could. We definitely could. That is definitely a worthwhile thing to do live.
So
with pizza.
Pizza, popcorn.
Yeah.
A little bit of wine.
Bit of goop juice anyway.
Yeah, we can have juiced up goop juice.
Ooh. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. So good.